Hello, welcome back. Today is day 5 on the countdown to your GCSEs. I know it's moving quickly. It'll be here before you know it, which is why we're revising every day. So today we are going to look at a longer answer question. This has come from the Educas A GCSE, and you will need to see the pictures. So if you just stick this on in the background, this is a helpful one to watch online. So looking at these two pictures, the question is, analyse the different factors that might have been responsible for landform change along this coastline. Use evidence from the photographs to support your answer. So, as you can see from the photographs, there has been some erosion going on here. And so it's asking you to pick up on that. It's asking you to identify what's going on in the pictures and talk about how that has impacted the change in the landscape. So, as the model answer says, the rate of landform change is accelerated during extreme weather events, such as intense winter storms and associated high tides. The reason it's picked up on that is looking at photo 1.4, the one on the top. You can see some really strong waves that are in places that they don't look like they're meant to be. We have no information to tell us that it is in winter or if it's in summer, but they have been able to identify the fact that this is some abnormally strong winds and waves for this region, and so have been able to touch on that in the answer. So that's using a really good skill of being able to interpret the picture that's in front of them and pick up on that in their answer. So the rate of landform change is accelerated, so it's changing and it's made quicker. It's what we call a positive feedback loop because of this extreme weather event, such as intense winter storms and high tides that come with that, especially if the beach is more narrow, which we can see in this picture as well. Furthermore, human intervention, such as building groins, can have unintended consequences further along the sediment cell as they trap sediment, meaning that other beaches within that cell may be starved of sediment and the natural protection is lost. So they've picked up on the groins in picture 1.4. Groins essentially stop longshore drift. So they put barriers in place essentially to stop sand moving down the beach. But further along those beaches or around the corner within something that we call a sediment cell, so there's 11 sediment cells around the coast of England and Wales, and it's generally where sediment will move within those cells and they don't really go beyond that. If you stop the sediment moving further down that cell, on one beach it's generally fine because it stops longshore drift, but further down it has a negative effect because it means that there's less sand, less silt, less gravel to weather the storms that are coming. And so there can be increased erosion elsewhere, even though you put groins in the first place to protect that one particular region. So when it's talking about sediment being lost and some beaches being starved of sediment, that's what we're talking about. In some areas, there's also been a lack of investment in sea defences, so I think that's picking up on photo 1.5. Looking at actually, this looks like it's almost further down the coast. You can't see any natural protection here, you can't see any hard engineering strategies going on here, and so erosion has been able to take place, meaning that the houses on the top of that cliff are really unstable due to the increase in weathering and erosion that's been able to happen, possibly as a link back to the starvation of sediment from the groins. So your 8-mark questions are longer answers, and because it's asking you to analyse them, it's not just telling you to tell me about the different strategies to protect the coastline or to allow the coastline to continue to erode. It's analysing those factors. So we've got factors being extreme weather, we've got groins, and we've got a lack of investment being your 3 different factors that can influence the coastline. As I say, this is a bit of a harder question, but hopefully if you can wrap your head around it, it will be one that you can walk into the exam confident on into the future. So I hope this has been useful. We will pick up with a human topic tomorrow, and then in 5 days' time, we'll come back to a more physical topic. So I do hope this has been useful. Please do subscribe to see more, and I will see you bright and I don't know what time I upload these yet. Sometime tomorrow. See you later. Bye.